Hey guys, happy holidays from Greg at the Vinyl Rundown. Christmas time is here. It's early December, and we have something like over 100 Christmas albums in our house. And this is my fourth installment of showing you all my Christmas records, or at least all of them that I can get my hands on in time to make a video. So, I got stuff decorated on the wall back here. Why don't I highlight some of those? How about, let's grab these three. Okay. Do you guys know Kili Smith? I think she was with Louis Prima, popular sort of cabaret singer in the 50s and 60s. Yeah, Louis and Kili. And actually my friend did a Broadway musical about, was it about just Kili or the two of them? So Kili Smith on Dot Records. The weird thing about this record that kind of freaks me out, what color skin is she rocking there? I think she's like looking pretty tan. But she's a Caucasian woman as far as I know. And the tan that she's rocking there is a little bizarre. Was that bad makeup, bad lighting? I don't know. I'm gonna darken myself here. Yeah, okay. Kili Smith Christmas record. How about this guy? Dean Martin Christmas album. Great cover, just a nice picture of good old Dino there on Warner Brothers Records. Standard stuff, all the classic tunes you'd expect. Now, do you guys know who this is? Jose Melis. A Hispanic guy. Probably don't know who that is, but he was the band director on The Tonight Show a long time ago. Was that during the Jack Parr days or the Steve Allen days? But that's why this guy's famous. Jose Melis, otherwise... Oh, it says right here. Worked with Jack Parr. You guys don't know who Jack Parr is. The Tonight Show. Now we have Jimmy Fallon. Jay Leno, Johnny Carson. We used to have Jack Parr and Steve Allen in the olden days. Alright, let's see how many records I can get through in volume 4. And I'm going to skip some of the terrible ones, because we got to end this thing. We're already in volume 4. The Ray Charles Singers, Here We Come a Carolyn. Cool cover. I don't know if Ray Charles has anything to do with this. Who are the Ray Charles Singers, and why isn't Ray Charles here? I have no idea. Okay, third record we've shown from the singing cowboy Gene Autry. This is the most famous one. The original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Other Christmas Favorites. And this type of stuff was probably recorded on 78 before it showed up on LP. Speaking of the 1940s, who's the greatest vocal group of the 1940s? Oh, not the Andrews Sisters. The other ones, the Lennon Sisters. There's 4 Lennon Sisters? Christmas with the Lennon Sisters. Look at those dresses. That's awesome. 1940s. But when was this made? I have no idea. But there you have it. Alright. Somebody showed this record recently in the vinyl community. The great Spike Jones presents his Christmas Spectacular. I think he's got All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth. Is that on here? 35 songs? How is that possible? How can you get 35 songs on one record? On Verve, 10 songs on side 1. 10 songs on side 2. Does that equal 35? Help me with the math there, guys. I don't think it does. Is this a 2-record set? I'm only getting 1 record? Anyway, on the Verve record, Spike Jones was a novelty guy who did funny songs with funny sound effects and hilarious vocals and all kinds of tricks and wackiness on stage. Most of his stuff is originally on 78, back in the 40s. How's there 35 songs? I'm really confused. Oh my goodness. Another one by Old Blue Eyes, Frank Sinatra, on Capitol Records. The Christmas Sinatra album, orchestra by Gordon Jenkins. If your career is 50 years long, you might as well make a Christmas record every 8 or 10 years. That's like the 4th or 5th Sinatra record I've shown. And I think I showed a different copy of this. One of the all-time classics, Johnny Mathis. But I think I showed you this record, 2 other pressings in my earlier videos. We're up to video number 4, if you're counting at home. Here's a classic. Here's a classic. How about the Osmond Brothers? We Sing You a Merry Christmas, Osmond Brothers. And this record is brought to you in cooperation by the good people at AC Spark Plugs. When you think spark plugs, think 5 Mormon kids singing about Christmas. This has this cool little die cut thing where you can put it on your table like a stand-up photograph. Why would you do that? I don't know. Let's keep the die cut down where it belongs. Oh, you can also put it on your wall like a painting if you want to stare at the Osmonds all year long. Okay, we're in volume 4 of this series, and here we come with one of the top 3 greatest Christmas albums of all time. Bing Crosby, Merry Christmas, on Decca Records. And I know a little bit about the history of this. I think this is the 2nd best-selling Christmas album of all time. It actually came out in the 40s as a series of 78 RPM records in an album of 5 discs, 4 or 5 discs. And later in the 50s, it's been re-released a bunch of different ways, a bunch of different times, different configurations, different numbers of tracks, both on 78 and LP and probably 45. But White Christmas is considered the all-time greatest selling single of all time. Did I say? Was that redundant? White Christmas, written by Irving Berlin, another Jewish guy. When they went to press the LP version of this, the masters, excuse me, the master was so worn out from repressing White Christmas, they had to re-record it. So he went back into the studio and tried to recreate the exact same orchestration, sound, and everything. Because people were so in love with that version, they didn't want it to appear to be a different version. So, Bing Crosby, White Christmas, or Merry Christmas. This is something you can find at thrift shops pretty readily because they've sold so many copies, and this is a thrift shop copy. Most of them won't say Decca on them, but some of them will. Decca, highly desirable, good quality vinyl. Okay, moving right along. How about the Supremes on Motown? Diana Ross and the Supremes. And 1965. This is a nice one. This is a good one to have. Alright. Now, I learned something about this record the other day by watching the Vinyl Community. Ray Conniff. And the Ray Conniff Singers, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Ray Conniff is one of those artists that you see in the thrift shops all the time. And it's like, skip the Ray Conniff, it's too corny. But somebody I watch and respect on the Vinyl Community said this is their favorite all-time Christmas record. And that is Tavis. Vinyl Talk with Tavis said this is his favorite Christmas record, so I'm going to think about and consider this record with a little more respect and maybe put it on a little more often. But Ray Conniff Singers, thank you Tavis for that recommendation. Okay, got a few more to get through. Christmas Eve with Burl Ives. You guys know Burl Ives from being the narrator and singer in the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Christmas special, but this is just other Christmas songs by Burl Ives. He was more of a folk singer before he did the Christmas stuff. And on Decca, standard Christmas stuff. Ah, the nice kind of rainbowy Decca label. Okay, I'm going to skip some of these because they're not so great. Skip, 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 junk, junk, junk. Oh, here's a bizarre one. This might be one of my son's favorites because it's the Star Wars Christmas album. Christmas in the Stars. Kind of a ridiculous album. It has a lot of sound effects and beeps and boops and C-3PO. What do they know about Jesus in outer space? I don't know. But let's see. What else can I tell you about this? 1980. R2-D2 wishes you a Merry Christmas. What can you get a Wookiee for Christmas? And other ridiculous songs that have nothing to do with Christmas except our greatest tradition in America, which is cashing in. How do I make money on Christmas? That's what that album symbolizes. How do the owners of Star Wars cash in on Christmas? Not good enough. Not good enough. I'm skipping through. We're at the end, guys. We're almost at the end. Who's there? Someone's at the front door. How about Pavarotti, Oh Holy Night? Some operatic Christmas. Pavarotti. Got a hold of those little kids there. And what else? We're almost going to wrap this up, guys. We're almost done. Oh. I don't know what this record sounds like, but the cover alone is worth the price of admission. Who's Leroy Anderson? I don't know. But check out that cover. And I think that's it, guys. That's the end of Volume 4 of Christmas Records with the Vinyl Rundown. Have a happy holiday. And thank you for watching. And let me hear what you have to say about your Christmas records and what you think of this. So we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.